Hey guys, can you give me a quick confirmation if everybody is able to hear me out? Just wait for some time so that everybody joins. Hello everyone. Hello Kanishk. Hello. Hello everybody. Hello. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is doing fine. Today we are just going to have another amazing session. I'll talk about the agenda, each and everything as we go ahead. But yes, let's see whether I'm probably audible itself. I hope I'm able to. Great. Hi. Kuldeep says, thank you for your Udemy tutorials. Helpful, sir. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Then, good evening. Okay, we are also live in LinkedIn, so people may also be able to see us over there. Just give a quick yes if you are able to hear me out. And please do make sure that you hit like. Okay, perfect. So I'll talk about the agenda of this particular video, what all things we are basically going to discuss and what all things are there. As you know that we have already started our Agentic AI series. Till now, we have covered two amazing frameworks. One is Data and LangFlow. Today, we are also going to start with LangGraph, which is again a very important, um, important framework altogether. So you are my inspiration towards Gen AI. Thank you, Chetan. So I hope everybody is excited for this. Okay. Great. Now, before I go ahead, let's talk more about what all things are basically there for this particular session. And quickly, if you all don't know, guys, let me first of all share my screen. Uh, we have come up with an amazing course. Let me just share my screen and let me show you over here, right? So here you'll be able to see that we are coming up with this live agentic AI and generative AI application with Cloud Bootcamp. So here we are going to build agentic AI application, and separately we are also going to build generative AI applications specifically with respect to cloud platforms, that is AWS and GCP. This particular batch is starting from January 25th, 2025. The timing will be 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. IST every Saturday and Sunday. And to go ahead with, you know, quickly, I'll also show you the syllabus. I'll just take another 5 minutes to probably show you, and then we'll start the session. So this is the entire syllabus, which you can probably go ahead and have a look. Okay, the link is basically given in the pinned comment and even in the description of this particular video. Okay, your course instructors will be Mayank, Krish, Paul, and Sunny. Sunny is already working in a company called as PwC, but he was very happy to probably take this entire sessions of LangGraph in terms of his brand building. So we are happy to bring him, and he'll also try to give you some of the industry experience. Okay. And here you have introduction to agentic AI. Will be learning frameworks like Data, LangChain, LCEL, LangSurf, LangGraph. And there are around 30 modules, including both agentic AI and all. So you have different frameworks like LangFlow also. Uh, we have Langsmith, we have AutoGen, So everything is included. End-to-end Gen AI projects is also included. Then we have this cloud, right? So overall, if you probably go ahead and see the syllabus, it's a huge syllabus where we are going to cover 28 modules, including cloud like AWS and GCP. Now, many of you may be thinking, Krish, why we have not included Azure? And guys, the Azure getting the account for OpenAI services, it usually is allowed for business. So I thought like it will be very difficult to get that account specifically for you. For us, it will become easy. Okay. So that is the reason we have not included. So if you have any doubts, any queries, you can check out in the description. We have our counseling team with respect to this particular course. But this course is basically going to start from January 25th. Okay. So this is the quick announcement regarding our course, which many people were specifically asking. And this will basically start from 25th. Here we are going to focus on two main things. One is agentic AI application building and generative AI application building, specifically in cloud like AWS and GCP. From fine tuning to building to deployment, everything will be showing you over here. Okay, so you can basically check it out. So this was the first thing. Now, if you have any queries, now let me talk about the agenda. Okay, so agenda of this session will be that we will be building generative AI agentic AI application by using LangGraph. So LangGraph is a very important framework altogether. And in this session, we will be showing you how we can work with LangGraph and how you can probably build an end-to-end agentic AI applications. And the best part of this will be that here we will be keeping this series not for only today. In the upcoming Monday, Tuesday, also we'll plan this series. Okay. So yeah, let me welcome Sunny. Sunny, you there? Mm, you can add yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Sunny. So you can just share your screen. So, okay, perfect.
I
Sunny is there with us, who has some tremendous experience working in LangGraph with respect to various use cases. So he will be taking care of this series of session. And again, very thankful for Sunny because he was um, coming from an industry, taking out this specific time to probably teach all these things completely for free to everyone is the best thing that we can get from an industry expert, right? So, so Sunny, to you, you can probably introduce yourself and you can give a brief introduction. You can talk about the agenda, what all things we are basically going to discuss in this particular session.
Yeah, sure, sir. So, guys, hello everyone, and my name is Sunny Savitha. In total, I have 4.5 years of experience in the industry, and from starting of my career, I worked with the AI. So previously, I worked with the machine learning, deep learning, and then probably I'm working like currently I'm working with the generative AI. And guys, I started my career with the INERO in 2020 itself, and there basically I worked with a machine learning engineer. And after that, I explore about the ML ops. I build lots of end-to-end project in the field of the ML ops, and then basically like I switched to the DL. There I explore about the generative AI. Probably I started with the like basic of the computer vision and all, and then I moved to the NLP. I explore a couple of things inside the NLP as well. And currently I'm working in one of the big four, and here basically I'm going to teach you about the like this agentic AI, the specific branch of the generative AI. And yes, I will try to understand. I will try to learn many more things, and definitely I will give you the quick agenda as well. That what all thing we are going to discuss in this completely free series. How many sessions basically we have decided. What all framework we are going to discuss, and LangGraph. What is the importance of the LangGraph and the other framework for building the AI agents?
Okay, fine, Sunny. I think you can go with the agenda, what you're going to cover in the session, and then
Yeah,
we are good to go with that.
yeah, sure, sure. So I think I can share my screen. Just a second. Give me a second, guys. Mhm. Okay, I think my screen is visible to everyone. Please to confirm in the chat if you can see my screen, guys.
Yeah, Sunny, we can see it. Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, first of all, I will introduce the agenda. Okay, I will write each and everything over the blackboard itself, and like I will create the PPT as well. Not from this class. In the from the next class, I'll be showing you a couple of PPT. If I have to discuss some theoretical point, theoretical stuff and all, I'll try to discuss over there. But yeah, first of all, let me tell you that what all thing we are going to discuss. So the first thing, guys, we'll try to understand about the AI agents. Okay, that what is the AI agents and what is the importance of the AI agents and all. So I hope, guys, my blackboard is visible to all of you. Yes or no? Please give me a quick confirmation in the chat if you can see my screen. Yes or no? I want quick confirmation from your end. You can give me a thumbs up inside the chat if everything is perfect, everything is visible to all of you. Yes. Okay. Great. I'm looking into the chat. If you have any doubt, anything, any concern, you can directly write inside the chat, and definitely I will try to answer of your questions. Okay. So the first thing, guys, I will try to understand about the AI agents. I will give you the quick theory about the AI agents, that what is this AI agents and all, and why it is important. Okay. Then after this one, we'll try to look into the different framework of the AI agents. I will give you the like quick overview regarding the different framework, okay, of the AI agents. So let me write over here the framework of the AI agents. Okay. Then after like going through with all the frameworks and all, okay, after like discussing some theoretical point, I'll be coming up to this LangGraph, which is one of the framework for building the AI agents. Okay, so we'll try to understand about this LangGraph. We'll go through with the documentation, and we'll try to create one. We'll try to create one application also using this LangGraph. Okay, I will show you how you can code from scratch, how you can set up. First of all, I will show you the setup. Okay, that how you can access the model and all, what all tools actually we need to set up, the APIs key and all, and even I will show you the setup of the LangSmith as well. So for tracking each and every instruction, you can set up the like LangSmith instead of setting any custom logging and all. You just need to like mention the API key from the LangChain itself, and every sort of execution you can track from the LangSmith also. Okay, so LangGraph, how you can code that from scratch, and then basically we'll come to the chatbot. We'll try to create one chatbot using this LangGraph, and this is going to be completely agentic chatbot. Okay, and soon the meaning of the agents, right? What's the meaning of the agent? It will be clarified, right? So, guys, this is going to be agenda for today's session, and I hope so. You will be able to learn many more things. And yes, so guys, tell me, is it clear to all of you? Yes or no? The agenda is clear. Whatever points I have written over the blackboard, if it is clear, then I can move ahead. Yes, what we are going to discuss about the human in loop. Human in loop actually one of the concept inside the lang graph. Yes, we can understand about it. Not today, later on in the upcoming session. Definitely, I will let you know. If you want to know more about me, you can check out with my LinkedIn and all. Okay, and yes, you will get everything about me, about my experience and all. Are we going to have a human in loop agentic like graph? Yes, definitely. We'll look into it in the going forward session. In the upcoming session, I will let you know about the human in loop concept as well. Okay, great. Please do confirm, guys. If agenda is clear, okay, then we'll proceed further. We'll try to understand a couple of more things with respect to this agents and all, and yeah, we'll try to do the practical as well. Yes. Yes, definitely. Today we are going to learn the practical as well. Correct. Okay, clear. Great. So, guys, what I can do, first of all, let me show you a couple of things from the LangChain itself, because many people are having doubts, right? Why, sir, we are not using the LangChain? Why we are directly moving to the LangGraph? Okay. So, guys, once you will go through with the LangChain documentation. So, just a second, let me open it. Oh, wait. Is it visible, guys? Can you see my screen? Yes or no? Great. So, guys, here you can see this is the documentation of the blockchain. Okay. Here you will find out the complete and detailed information about the agents, right? What is the agents, and like what are classes actually we have with respect to the agents and all. And here you will find out the information regarding the different tools as well. Okay, just go and check. Just try to click on this hyperlink or search about the LangChain agents. Okay, once you will search about the LangChain agents on your Google, right, you will get this particular page. Now, guys, here they have mentioned one headline. So the headline is saying this documentation for LangChain 0.1, okay, which is no longer actively maintained. Check out for the doc. Latest version is here. So if you want to create a agents, right? If you want to create a agents using the LangChain, so by default you will have to use the LangGraph, and specifically they have mentioned this thing inside the documentation itself. As you can see inside the headline, guys, tell me, is it visible to all of you? Yes or no? Yes. So once you will click on this latest version, okay, just click on this latest version. Here you will see, okay, 0.3. Now once you will scroll down, okay, once you will try to read this particular page from the version 3, from this particular documentation, from this particular version, specifically from the version 3. So specifically they have mentioned about the LangGraph. Okay, so if you want to build an agent, so you will have to go through with the LangGraph. So once you will click on this LangGraph on this hyperlink, automatically you will get this page. Okay, so here they are talking about the LangGraph and all, why it is useful, why we should use it, right? And again, what you can do, you can click on this hyperlink, and finally you will be getting the LangGraph documentation. So I'm not saying that you should not use this LangChain. Even the LangChain community, right? The owner of the LangChain, they are saying that you have to use the LangGraph from now onwards, because LangChain is a deprecated, and they are not maintaining it, right? They are not updating anything inside the previous version of this LangChain. Okay, they are relying, means they are coming up with each and every new concept inside the LangGraph itself. Okay, now what is a LangGraph and why we should use it? So here each and everything basically they have mentioned inside the documentation itself. If you will go through with this documentation, you will get a clear cut idea that what's the meaning of the LangGraph and all, and how we can create an application using the LangGraph. This is not only one of the framework. We have lots of framework for building this AI agents. Okay, and yes, AI agents nowadays it's a buzzword, and we can build anything using this AI agents. And this AI agents is not doing anything special. They are using the capability of the large language model only. Okay, we are giving certain instruction to the model, and because of that, because of those instruction, that model actually it is able to perform a different kind of task. It is able to do a reasoning. Okay, it is able to it is able to call the different tools, different API based on the instruction, based on the coding and all. And that's the work of the agents, right? So you can say agents are nothing. Agents is a powerful AI assistant, or agents are nothing. Agent is a updated AI assistant. We'll talk about it, what is the AI assistant and all. But I think, guys, you got to know about this LangGraph. You got the initial introduction of the LangGraph, that why we are not using the LangChain, why we moved onto the LangGraph. Tell me, guys, is it clear to all of you? You can give me a quick thumbs up, or you can let me know inside the chat if this thing is clear to all of you. Tell me, guys, yes or no? Is it getting clear? Did you understand about the LangGraph, that why we move to the LangGraph, why we are not using this LangChain? Yes or no? As we will progress, you will get a clear cut idea. But first of all, tell me, did you understand till here or not? Yeah, sure. Definitely, I will do it. I will continue my generative AI playlist. So, guys, I sometimes I create videos on my YouTube as well, on the generative AI itself. So, if you want to check, you can check. I uploaded so many videos with respect to the RAG and all. Okay. If I'm using AWS Bedrock, still I need to use the LangGraph. LangGraph is a separate framework. You can check the integration, whether the integration is available or not inside the Bedrock itself. Okay. Recently, I haven't checked the Bedrock. I will have to check if the integration is available. You can directly use it from there. Otherwise, separately, what you can do, like you can code using this LangGraph, and you can use the model from the Bedrock itself. Okay. You can read the model and all everything from the Bedrock, because they have hosted so many models of the Bedrock, and directly you can take it from there itself. Okay, great. Yes, you can directly start with the LangGraph, but your basics should be clear, and uh, you should have understanding of the AI assistant, and the basics of the RAG and all. Okay, how we can use the model, how we can use the LLM model as a AI assistant, as a RAG, then you will understand better about this agents. Because in the agents, in the multi AI agents, right, you will find out a complexity in terms of like calling, routing, right? Because there actually we are dividing many tasks into different subtasks, right? So first of all, you should have a good foundation if you want to become or if you want to code a good project using this AI agents and all. Understood? Yes, definitely. I will repeat it. Why we use langflow. Langflow actually it's a no code platform. Okay, no code platform from the langchain itself. So guys, if you don't want to code, if you don't want to write much code directly, you can use the langflow. Okay, you can think this langflow is nothing, it's the extended. Okay, it's the extended version of the langgraph where you no need to write any sort of a code using the UI. Okay, using the UI itself you can make a certain connection and you can build your AI agent within a minutes. That's the power of the langflow. Okay, we'll talk about it in the going forward session. Definitely we'll try to discuss about this langflow and all. Don't worry. Understood, guys? Yes or no? Tell me. Free data agentic AI is same as it? Yes, free data is nothing. It's a framework only, right? So they have coded something and they are just given to you. You just need to use the high level function like the LangGraph itself. Okay. So guys, let's try to discuss couple of things, couple of theoretical point, and then we'll try to start with the code. Okay. So for the coding, guys, I'm going to use the VS Code. And first of all, let me show you the setup. Means the how you can create a folder and all, and how you can open your VS Code. And then we'll try to understand some theoretical point. And finally, we'll move to the coding part. Okay. So first of all, guys, what you have to do, you have to create a folder and you have to open the VS Code inside that folder. So this is my command prompt, guys. Using the command prompt itself, I am going to create a folder. Okay, it is very easy to create a folder using the command prompt. So here I'm writing a command mkdir, and my I'm going to write a folder name YouTube live. Okay, so this is my folder name, and now what I'm doing, I'm going inside this folder YouTube live. Okay, and here I just need to write this code space dot. So guys, once I will write it, so you can see automatically I will get my VS code. Okay, I open the VS code inside this YouTube live folder. So I hope guys you have this VS code. Tell me yes or no. Do you have this VS code inside your system? Tell me. If you don't have it, you can download it. If you want to use any other, if you want to use any other IDE, you can use that as well. Or else, what you can do, you can use the Google Colab, right? So let me show you how you can set up your Google Colab notebook. So if you don't have this VS Code, so in that case, what you can do, you can write a code inside your Google Colab as well. Because today we are not going to create any end-to-end project, and today we will just try to write a code inside the IPYP file itself. So Google Colab is a perfect choice for it. So here, guys, this is my Google Colab. What you need to do, you just need to write Google Colab, okay, inside your Google, and then you will get it. And here you just need to click on this new notebook. So this is the notebook, guys. Just a second, it will take a time. Yeah. So guys, this is the notebook. Now here, what I can do, I can change my runtime. Means I can switch to the basically GPU as well, because they are providing a free GPU access to all of us, right? So just go inside this change runtime type, and you will find out the various GPU option. These are the paid GPU. So once you will take a Google Pro access, you will get the access of this all the GPUs, right? But as a free GPU, you will get only this Tesla, right? Tesla T4. So just click on this T4, right? T4 GPU, and then save it and then connect it, right? So likewise, what you can do, you can set up your Google Colab along with a GPU, and here you can write your name, your custom name. So my name is going to be LangGraph uh, intro. Okay. So this is the notebook, guys, which I created using the Google Colab, and here is my here is what, guys, here is my VS code. So anywhere I can write a code, anywhere I can code, it is up to me. So tell me guys, are you ready with the setup? Yes or no? Here also I can create a same file. So my file name is going to be langgraph intro dot ipynt. If you are ready, you can let me know. You can mention inside the chat, guys. Kindly share the Google Colab link. Yes, I can share with all of you. Just a second. Okay, copy link and I'm pasting inside the chat. Let's see whether you will get it or not. Yeah, did you get it, guys? Tell me yes or no. How long the tutorial will be? So I will take only for 1 hour. I can extend also till 1.5 hour. Or if I'm like discussing anything, right, which is not going to be complete within 1.5 hour, then I can extend up to 2 hours as well. So 1 to 2 hour, guys. Is it perfect to all of you? Okay, great. Yes, Vishnu, will do that. Don't worry about it. Okay. So today we just have started. I will show you one project as well. Don't worry. So it's going to be a workshop for 4 to 5 days, and within that, I think so we'll be on that level where we can complete at least one end-to-end project. Okay, so I hope so you got a link. Now let's do one thing. Let's try to understand some theoretical point, theoretical stuff, and then we'll try to write a code. Okay. So here, guys, I just given you the quick points that what all thing we are going to discuss. Okay. Now let me write something about this AI agents and all. So just a second, guys. Okay, great. So see, I think I can show you one image, and with that particular image, most of the thing will be clear. But first of all, let me draw something from my end. How many of you know about the LLMs, guys? Tell me. Do you know about the LLM, large language model? Yes or no? Do you know about the LLM? Yes or no? I think everyone knows about the large language model. So let's assume this is my large language model, and to this large language model, what we do, we pass the input, right? And based on this input, what we get, guys, tell me, we got the output. I think everyone is familiar with these type of concept. Again, I'm saying I'm not going to discuss the fundamental of the generative AI. It comes inside the fundamental of the generative AI, where we discuss where we start the discussion from the transformer itself. Okay. Then we understand the different modality which has been built up using the transformer, right? Then basically we come to the application of the generative AI, like the RAG agents and all. Okay, and then after this one we move to the LLM ops. So this is the ideal roadmap. Okay, to understand and to learn about the agentic AI or generative AI. Again, I'm saying generative AI. This agentic AI is nothing. It's a subset of the generative AI. Means before starting with the agentic AI, you should have fundamental understanding of the generative AI, like the LLMs and all. Okay. So guys, here what we do, we pass the input to the LLM, and then what we generate the output. Okay. Now this input, actually, this is called my input prompt. This is called my input prompt. Okay, input prompt. And here what I can do, I can write the LLM. So LLM is nothing. LLM means large language model. Okay, LLM, as we know. So guys, these are type of assistant, actually it is called the simple AI assistant, where we are asking anything to the LLM. Okay, simple AI assistant. So simple AI assistant, what it is doing, it is just taking an input, it is just taking a prompt, and based on this particular input, based on this particular prompt, it is generating an output. Got it? Now, guys, using this LLM, what we can do, we can build up our retrieval augment generation also. Okay, so what's the problem with the LLM? Actually, see, this LLM actually it could not generate a correct output sometimes, right? Let's say we have trained this LLM. Okay, it's just a simple example. Let's say we have trained this LLM on some XYZ data. Okay, now we are asking a question, we are asking a question to this LLM about this ABC data. Okay, it's just an example. I'm taking a very simple example. So, guys, what will happen? This LLM actually it won't be able to generate answer, or I can say this LLM will not be able to generate a correct answer. It will generate a hallucinate answer. Okay, that is this problem actually it is called the hallucinations. Hallucination means it is generating a wrong answer or it is not giving an answer up to the mark. If we are going to validate this particular answer, if we are going to generate, if we are going to validate this particular output, it is not matching with the ground truth. It is not matching with the real answer. Okay, and that's the problem. That's the problem of what? That's the problem of the LLM, right? So to overcome this particular problem, what we do, we create a RAG. Okay, so I think you all know about the RAG. What is the meaning of RAG? If you don't know, I think you can check out the Chris sir playlist. There are so many videos with respect to the RAG and all. Okay, you will easily get about the RAG. So in the RAG, actually, what we are doing, we are providing an external data to the LLM. Okay, or in short, I can say we are doing a few shot learning, right? So this is called the zero shot. Okay, zero shot prompting or uh, zero shot learning, right? And here we are just passing a simple instruction to the LLM. And this is what this is my simple AI system. Now, when we talk about the RAG, okay, so what we do inside the RAG, so inside the RAG, actually, you will find out one data source. So let's say this is your data source. It could be anything. It could be any database. It could be any file API, okay, or any database from wherever actually you are going to collect the data, right? So this is what this is your data source. Let me write over here. This is nothing. It's my data source. Okay, so here I can simply write data source. Now, guys, what we do, we collect our data from this data source. Okay, so here what I have done, I collected a data. Now, after collecting a data, okay, so I can keep it anywhere, this particular data. So let's say I saved it somewhere, this data. Okay, let's say I collected this data from any API and I saved it inside my database. Now, what I will do, let's say inside this particular database, I have a text data. Okay, I just kept it inside my database, or maybe I can keep it inside any physical file like the PDF, Excel, and all anywhere. Okay, so I have a text data. Now what I will do, so this particular data actually I need to provide to the LLM, okay, to give the more context so that it can generate a better answer, right? It can generate a better answer. We can reduce the hallucinations, right? We can reduce the randomness or the biasness of the LLM. Okay, that's my motto. So what I will do, I will provide this particular data to where to my LLM. But there is a procedure. Okay, there is a procedure for providing this data to the LLM. So you can assume, guys, this is what this is nothing. So here is my I can draw the LLM as well. So this is my LLM. Okay. Now I need to provide this particular data to the LLM. But guys, I won't provide it directly, right? Instead of that, what I will do, I will take some mathematical approach. Okay, so this text actually it could be little huge. There could be a lots of pages. Okay, the text size it could be anything. Means there could be a 10 pages, 20 pages, 100 pages, 1,000 pages, right? We don't know about it. Okay, so what we do, we generally break down this data because this LLM actually it is having some context length, means it can process the data up to the context. Because behind this LLM, one model is working. The model name is what? The model name is transformer. Okay, and the transformer is having some limitation. So even though we can provide a lots of data to the transformer while we are training the transformer, okay, simultaneously we can provide a lots of sentences. The transformer architecture and design has been designed in such a way, but still it is having some limitations. So what we do, we usually break down this text. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me break down this text into the multiple chunks, right? So I can take a different color, just a second. So let's say this is my chunks. Now what we do, guys, we store. Okay, so after the chunking, let me write over here. So after the chunking, what we do, we store this data. After this chunking, we store this data where inside the database. Okay, but we don't store it directly. We store after converting into the embedding, right? So what we do usually from this particular chunks, we create an embedding. Let's say this is my embedding one, this is my embedding two, this is my embedding three. Now, if you will ask to me, Sunny, what is the embedding? So embedding is nothing. It's a numerical representation of the text. Okay, so we save this particular embedding where inside the databases. Okay, databases. So let's say here is what, here is my database, and usually this database are nothing, this database are the vector database, right? So we took the data, we collected the data somewhere. If required, then we perform the chunking and all, then we convert into the embedding, and then we store inside the vector database. Okay, then what we do, guys, let's say some now what we have to do, we have to provide this particular data to the LLM. So what we do, guys, we provide the relevant data to the LLM. Okay, we don't provide the complete data to the LLM. We just provide the relevant data. Okay, relevant chunks, relevant data to the LLM. So let's say if my user is asking any sort of a question. So here is my user, right? Now my user is asking any sort of a question. Now this question basically it will go through this vector database, okay, and it will try to find out the relevant data from this vector database, and this relevant data will pass where, will pass to the LLM. Okay, so here what we do, guys, we perform the similarity search. This one, this particular operation actually is called the similarity search, and this is nothing, this is my RAG pipeline, right? So this, why I have introduced this RAG pipeline to all of you, so that you can understand agents in a better way, right? Because agents are nothing, agents are taking some decision by themselves, right? So here, this was my simple AI assistant where I was passing the question to my LLM, and based on that, I was generating the answer. Inside the RAG pipeline, what we are doing, we are giving a more context to the LLM based on the similarity search and all. Means whatever my user is asking, based on that, I am performing a similarity search. I am trying to give that particular thing, the specific, the relevant thing to my LLM. Okay, and then LLM will give me a final output. So here I am giving an input. This is called the few short input. Okay, few short prompting and all. And based on this particular input, what my LLM will do, LLM will generate a final output. Right. So let me highlight the output as well. Just a second. Let me take this arrow, and I think so. This is clear. So what I'll be getting, guys, I'll be getting the final output over here. So see, I hope so this is perfect to all of you. You understood about the RAG and you understood about the simple AI assessment. Now, guys, let's try to understand about the agents. That what agent is trying to do, right? And with that, your understanding will be clear. And whenever we are going to write a code, okay, so you will get a more clarity with respect to this agents and all. And RAG wise, don't worry. The agenda is not a RAG pipeline. We'll try to understand the RAG pipeline later on. Or else you can check out the pre-recorded session, which is already there over the YouTube itself. You will get a clear-cut understanding about the RAG and all. Now, so guys, let's try to understand about the agent. So inside the agents, what we are doing, see, this is my LLM. Okay, let's say here is what, here's my LLM. Now, to this LLM, actually, what we are doing, we are passing up input. So what I can do, I can draw one arrow. So let's say here is what, here is my input. And this LLM actually not having a sufficient information. Okay, or else what I want to do, I want to generate an answer from somewhere else. Means I want to give the more context to the LLM, and based on that only, I want to generate an answer. Okay, so first of all, guys, see, to this LLM, what I will do, I'll be providing the reasoning capability. Okay, so let's say here is my LLM, large language model. I'll be writing some prompts, some instructions. So this LLM will get a reasoning capability. So let me write over here, reasoning capability. Okay, so reasoning capability means I'll be providing some sort of an instruction so that LLM can think about something. Okay, then guys, what I will do, I will try to connect this LLM with some third party tool, third party resources and all. Okay, so here what I will do, I'll be connecting this LLM with some third party tools or with some third party API. Okay, so just a second, let me write with the same color. Just a second. Okay, this is perfect. And yeah, so this LLM actually, what I'm doing, I'm trying to connect with the tools. Okay, tools or this tool could be anything. If I'm saying tools now, so tools actually it is just representing to the functionality. Okay, now with whatever functionality I want to connect my LLM, I can connect, and later on LLM can decide do I need to generate an answer by itself or do I need to call a tool. Okay, so functionality, right? So I'm giving some power to what? I'm giving some power to the LLM. Then guys, what we can do, we can add on one more component to this LLM. The component, it could be the memory component, but again I'm saying this is the optional component. Okay, so one component actually, it could be a memory component. So here I am giving one more component to the LLM, and this is what? This is my memory. I can sustain the memory also of the conversation, and this is what we are doing using the state graph. We are going to maintain the conversation. We are going to maintain the history of the messages, history of the input, and even I can add on one memory component else also, even inside the LangGraph and inside any sort of a framework, right? Which I will show you. So guys, to this LLM, what we are doing, we are providing an input. Along with it, we are going to provide some reasoning capability. We are providing some third party functionality, tooling, and all. Okay, we are providing this memory like capacity also, so that it can sustain the memory. We can hold the state of the conversation. Okay, and then only we are generating a final output, right? So here what I'll be getting the final output. So here guys, you can see this LLM. Okay, we still have a LLM, we still have a large language model, we still have a trained model, but guys, here you will find out we are giving some specific power to the LLM so that it can think about themselves, right? It can call to some third party API, third party tools and all. Okay, and based on it, it can take a better decision. So this agent is nothing. It is agent actually, it's a powerful assistant, right? What is agent? Tell me guys. Agents are nothing. Agents actually, it's a powerful assistant. This LLM actually is now working as a, tell me guys, this LLM is working as an agent, and this agent is nothing. It is capable to do some sort of a reasoning. It is capable to call some sort of a tools, okay, for the better output. And with that actually, what we can do with this powerful agent, with this powerful assistant, what we can do, we can generate, okay, what we can do, we can generate more reliable output. And this is our goal, right? What is our end goal? To generate a most reliable output. And because of it guys, this agentic AI is getting more popularity, because our end goal is nothing. Our end goal is to generate a more reliable output. Okay, on that actually we can rely. We can do the, tell me guys, what we can do, we can like create a co-pilot kind of system. This LLM, this agents actually, it's a co-pilot kind of system where it is thinking by themselves, it is taking a decision by themselves, and based on that it is trying to generate an output. I hope guys this thing is getting clear. Yes or no? Tell me. Third party tool, third party functionality, it could be anything. It could be any database, it could be any API, it could be any custom function from wherever actually we are going to collect the output, right? So I hope guys you understood about, you understood about what, you understood about the agents. Now let me do one thing, let me explain you couple of agentic, let me explain you couple of agentic like classes, okay, which was created by the LangChain itself, and which was created on top of some research paper actually. Again, this idea, the entire idea actually, the different kind of agentic pattern and all, it came from the different research which was conducted by the different researcher. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do, you have to go through with this page. Okay, this LangChain agents page. Okay, once you will go through with it guys, here just click on this agent type. Now once you will click over here, you will find out the different type of the agents, like the tool calling agents, OpenAI tool calling. Okay, now here OpenAI functions. Then you'll find out the structured chat, React agent, self ask with search, right? So with respect to this agentic classes, you will find out the different research paper also. Let me show you a couple of research paper so that your understanding will be more concrete and you will trust on my word, right? So here, guys, this is the first research paper, right? So what is the research paper name? The research paper name is Synchronizing Reasoning and Acting in a Language Model. So this research paper actually it was published in 2023, and based on this particular research paper, right, they have created the React agents. I will let you know what is the working of the React agent, how this React agent is working. Okay, then guys, you will find out one more research paper. So recently I checked it because I was working on this particular class. I can give you the link or just a second. Let me first search over here. Yeah. So the research paper name is what? Self-ask. Okay. So the research paper name is what? Measuring and narrowing the uh, compositionality gap in the language model. Okay. Sorry for the pronunciation. I think you got that what I'm trying to say. But this class actually has been implemented with this particular name. The name is what? The name is self-ask. Okay, self-ask with search. This one, right? So this is one of the research paper. Now, guys, I got one more research paper. Okay, just a second. Let me show you that as well. So, guys, this is the research paper. Actually, it is telling you the importance of the tool calling, right? So here, guys, see, if you will go through with this particular research paper, you can search it by name, by their name. Okay, you can just check out with this name. uh, but I would suggest you this particular research paper, the synchronizing reasoning and acting in the language model. And I just checked with the archive and this papers with code, and I got many more link, guys, with respect to the multi-model agents, multi-AI system, and all. So, guys, this actually this agents, it's a very hot topic. Okay, and you will find out many research around to this particular topic. Okay, around to this AI agents and all, and you will find out many research paper and the basic implementation of those particular research paper over the archive and the papers with code. Once you will go and search, just do one thing: search about the papers with code. Okay, so papers with code. Now, guys, here just write about the multi AI agents. Okay, so here inside the search box, write multi agents. Okay, so once you will write this multi agents, multi AI agents, you will find out so many research paper, right? So this research paper actually is trying to build a different pattern using this agentic flow. Okay, you'll find out the attached code link as well. So if you want to like utilize this research, if you want to utilize this particular code, okay, the idea, right? Whatever idea is there behind this research paper, you can simply go ahead and check with this code. Okay, you can simply take a code from here and implement inside your system. So, guys, these website, even the archive and this paper with code, IEEEX, right, or ResearchGate and all, there are so many research paper you will find out from the different organization, and different framework also, which is supporting to the agents building as well, right? So this is a very hot area. Okay, this is very this is like a very this is going to be very famous as well. It's a buzzword, right? Nowadays, this AI agents. Why? Basically, so here actually we have a very capable LLM. Now, how we are going to use the capability of those LLM using some reasoning, right? Using some instruction, using some tool calling and all, some like third-party connection and all. So everyone is focusing on that, right? I hope so, guys. You got this initial introduction of the agents. Now, let me do one thing. Let me give you the idea. Okay, let me show you one or two pattern from the from this LangChain classes itself. So what I will do, I will be like explaining you this React agent. Okay, how basically it is working. What is the idea behind this React agent, and then we'll move to the LangGraph. Okay, LangGraph coding and all. So, first of all, let me do one thing and let me look into the chat as well. I think many more things I have explained to all of you, and I haven't looked into the chat. So, tell me, guys, is it clear to all of you? Are you enjoying this session? Because many more things I have explained you in the one go. Because I want to like fast forward this particular part, and I want to focus more on the application building. Yes. I can go in a more detailed manner, detailed way, and even I can give you more structure, the roadmap and all. But guys, this is sufficient just to kickstart this agentic AI. So if everything is clear so far, you can let me know. You can mention inside the chat so that I can explain the further concept and all. Tell me fast. So can you tell me how we can pass the subquery different agents workflow asynchronously? Yes, we can pass the query parallelly also. Okay, we can create a parallel branch, parallel functionality, asynchronous query and all. This is just an overview, so perfect. Thank you, Kichu. So this is great. Understood. Great. Okay. So let's do one thing, guys. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's try to understand some agentic flow, right? So, first of all, guys, let me explain you about the React agent, that how it is working. So, the React agent, what happened? So, whenever we are passing anything to the LLM, right? So, let's say here what I have my input. I am passing my input, right? So after passing this input, right? So there is one stage. The stage is called the thought, right? So let me mention it over here. Let me make the arrow first. See. So here, what will come? The next stage will come. That is called thought. So THOUGST, right? So after the thought, right, there is one more stage which will come. So that particular stage is called action. Okay. So let me mention that as well over here. So the next stage is called, guys, tell me what it is called. It's called the action. So here is what? Here is my action. Or it is called action input. Okay. Action input. Now, guys, there is one more stage which will come. So the stage actually which is called observation. So here let me mention about the one more stage which is nothing, which is observation. Okay. Then guys, there is one more stage. Okay, and that stage actually itself is called the final stage. So here I can mention about that particular stage. Just a second. So here is nothing. It is a final output. Final output. Okay. So see guys, what is happening actually? Whenever we are passing the input, where we are passing the input, we are passing this particular input to the LLM. Okay. So here is what? Here is my LLM, means my large language model. This large language model, what it will do? So whatever instruction actually we are providing to this LLM, right? Based on this instruction, it's going to think. And this particular stage, okay, this particular stage is called the reasoning. So here what we are doing, we are performing a reasoning operation. Understood, guys? Tell me. So here what we have a LLM, and based on the given instruction, we are trying to think what could be my next step. Understood, guys? Tell me. We are trying to understand that. Now see. Now, what we'll do? So once the LLM will think, okay, that is fine. So we'll call the action. So here, inside the action, what will happen? So we'll try to call the appropriate, okay, appropriate tool, right? We'll try to call the appropriate tool. Means, let's say I given one question to the LLM, and this LLM is not able to answer directly. What it will do, it will think about it and it will decide the next step. So my next step is nothing. My next step is a tool calling. Okay. So here, basically, it will come to the tool calling. Tool calling. So this tool, it could be anything. It could be any custom function. It could be any API. It could be any database or anything, guys. We can take a data from anywhere, right? So we are going to call the appropriate tool, and this stage actually it is called the tool calling, and this tool actually it could be anything. Understood, guys? I hope so. This is clear. Now, so here we are just passing the input to the tool, and we'll be getting the answer. Now what we'll do, we'll think about that particular answer. Okay, so whatever answer we got, we'll think about that particular answer. So here, based on the certain instruction, we have written an instruction, and based on those particular instruction, INSTRUCTION, based on the instruction, what we'll do, we'll try to observe the answer. Okay, now see guys, again I'm repeating, we have an input, we are passing it to the LLM, and based on the given instruction, we are doing some sort of a reasoning, and we are deciding what could be my next step. Once we'll decide a next step, okay, so let's say my next step is a tool calling. My LLM is not able to answer something. Then what will happen? We'll try to observe this particular answer. Now, in the observation, let's suppose if my answer is not relevant, okay, not relevant, so what we'll do, guys, again we'll go back to this particular stage. Let me show you to which stage we are going again. So again we'll go back to this particular stage, to this thought, right? We'll think about the question again, okay, and then again we'll try to call the appropriate tool, and again we'll make an observation. Understood, guys? So what we are doing here, we are going to create a kind of pattern. Okay, reasoning and action pattern means we are giving a capability to the LLM based on some instruction. Actually, it need to identify whether I need to choose this step, that step. Then again, based on some sort of an instruction, we need to think about the output. Okay, once my output is a reliable, once my output is a relevant, then only I will be generating a then only I will be generating my final answer. So this is the whole sort of a process, guys. Whole sort of a process of reasoning and action. And guys, whatever classes, whatever like a agentic pattern and all you are looking for, right? So this is a core. This is the core of those agentic pattern. In every agentic pattern, you will find out the thought, you will find out the action, you will find out the observation, and based on that, you will be getting the final output. Okay, I hope so, guys. The idea is clear to all of you. What is the meaning of agent? So, agent are nothing. It's a smart assistant. There also we are using the capability of the LLM. Okay. There also we are going to generate an answer from the LLM, but based on certain condition. My condition is what? My condition could be anything. And my final goal is what? My final goal is nothing. It's just a reliable output. And for that, guys, you will find out every sort of a research, every sort of a paper, right? They are just talking about this agentic pattern. We go to that, this, whatever, right? And LangGraph actually is trying to help us to build these kind of pattern. Not only this one, it's trying to help us to create a more custom pattern. Understood, guys? Tell me yes or no. So this agentic flow, this agents, the definition of the agents, the definition of the RAG, AI assistant, and the definition of the LangGraph, LangFlow, everything is clear to all of you. Yes or no? Yes. How to check the reliability of the answer and all, everything we'll get to know once we'll code it. Okay, it is all about the coding. That's it, guys. So if I can get a quick confirmation from your end, so that would be great. If you can let me know, guys, in the chat or whatever in your mind, I will proceed according to this one because I want a quick confirmation, guys, so that will get to know this session is a worth or not, whether I'm going on a right way, whether I'm teaching you the correct stuff, or we are just wasting our time. Yes, Dhanush, see, I can extend this thing up to any point. Okay, there is no end of it, but we have to keep this thing in mind. This is not an end-to-end course or somewhere something which I'm teaching you, right? This is just like a workshop where I have to give you the quick like quick tour of each and everything, and we have to build something so that you can utilize it inside your resume. You can get to know, you could be familiar with your basically with the this agentic AI and all the agents and all. That's it. Otherwise, this could be a very longer discussion. I can introduce many more things to all of you over here. Understood? Yes, the output is correct or wrong. For that, we can use a certain evaluation matrices. We can use the LLM also. We can use a fine-tune LLM. It is up to us. It is just a coding practice. Okay, it is just a logic building. So tell me, guys, are you enjoying it or not? Are you enjoying this entire stuff? Yes, you can use the open source LLM, anything. Now, many people are having a doubt. So the doubt is pretty common. What are agentic framework we have, right? Right now, currently in the market, there are so many names. So I can highlight those things as well over here. I can give you the I can give you the quick overview of it. You'll find out the LangChain, guys, which will give you the different classes, the old LangChain classes, which I recently shown you. Then on top of the LangChain, they have created a LangGraph. Okay, LangGraph is nothing. It's just an extended version of the LangChain itself, where actually you'll find out where you'll find out all the things with respect to the agents and all. Okay, how you can create an agent from scratch. Then they have given you one more way of creating an agent, that is LangFlow. Okay, LangFlow actually it's a no-code tool where you just need to drag and drop, and using those functionality you can create a what you can do, you can create agents. Okay, then you will find out one more framework which is quite popular, and I've seen many people are talking about it. That is Llama Index. You can use this as well, Llama Index. Okay, there are also like a couple of classes, couple of different pattern you will get, but again whatever classes, whatever like kind of agents actually you will find out inside the LangChain, 90% same you will find out inside the Llama Index also. Okay, the third one you will find out which is a uh, Autogen, right? It's a Microsoft framework for creating a agents. Then you will find out the Crew AI also. Crew AI, it's a very famous framework. I've seen many people have created a video related to this Crew AI multi-agentic system and all. Okay, so AutoGen, Crew AI, Llama Index, then Phi Data. So PHE data, P data, Phi data, anything you can say, right? And then, guys, you will find out the specific framework and all. So I recently seen the Anthropic. So Anthropic also Anthropic, right? Anthropic AI, which is having this cloud sonnet and all, right? So this Anthropic AI also have introduced one framework related to the agents. Even Google also introduced one framework inside the Vertex AI itself. So once you will explore the Vertex AI, it's a Google platform. Inside that also you will find out the framework for creating agents. Okay. Then guys, you will find out the OpenAI Swarm. So OpenAI also has introduced one framework, and the framework name is what? The framework name is OpenAI Swarm. Okay, and lots of framework, and this framework actually what they are doing, they are just giving the high level functionality to you. Means you can write a code, you can create a function, and everything is coded. They have coded everything in the backend, and some of the framework they are providing the paid functionality also, like the QAI and all QAI. And if I'm not wrong, this Anthropic AI also you can check. So what they will give you, they will give you the assistant, they will give you the assistant for creating the agents for your business and all. Okay, till the depth, because there could be any sort of a depth. Okay, till uh, you can like code anything using this agents and all. Okay, every sort of a functionality you can uh, code. Okay, you can create a copilot system, you can create any type of pattern, any type of custom pattern, and some of the companies actually they are helping to you in that as well. If I'm not wrong, I think free data as well. I need to explore more about it, but yeah, LangGraph, basically there you can code everything from scratch. In the Langflow, you will get some sort of assistant from the LangChain side. Okay, they are having some paid plan, they are having some commercial in the business plan. A LangGraph basically it is completely open source. You can find out the code of the LangGraph on the GitHub as well, and you can code everything. Everything you can code inside the LangGraph from scratch. Okay, we have a more authority while we are going to write a code using the LangGraph. Okay, so tell me, guys, is it clear to all of you? Yes or no? This framework or stuff and all. Can we move ahead to the code? Yes. If you will give me a permission, I will go ahead. Crew AI. Crew AI, you will get this Crew AI video on the Chris search channel itself. Okay. Okay. Now everything I'm doing inside the local. So first of all, I will have to create a environment over here. So I'm doing here. I'm just going to create a virtual environment, and this is the conda virtual environment. You can create a python virtual environment. Okay, if you don't have conda, then here what I'm doing here, I'm writing conda create hyphen p. Okay, venv, and here I'm using python 3.10 and hyphen y. So, guys, if you don't have Conda or if you don't have a setup inside your local, what you can do, you can write a code inside your collab. Okay, so just open your collab and try to write a code inside your collab. Sir, can you explain about the React agent? Here I explain you. React means reasoning and action, which is working inside one loop. Okay. So first input, thought, action, observation. Then if this answer is not correct, then again thought, action, observation. Then again thought, action, observation, and then only we'll be getting the final output. Okay. So this is my uh, React agent, reasoning and action. So also can we talk about Anthropic AI in one session? How many things I can discuss? Tell me, Mohana Prevail. So Anthropic AI will discuss uh, in some other session. So here I'll be discussing this lang graph and all. So here I created one virtual environment. So first of all, let me click on yes and let me activate this environment. Source activate dot slash venv. So here guys, what I did, I activated the environment. Now let me do one thing. Let me delete it just a second, and I'm going to open the new terminal. Okay, guys, what you have to do? You have to create a this one requirement.txt as well. So here I'm going to create one file. The file name is what requirements.txt, so that I can keep all the requirement inside the single file. And I'm going to create one more file here. This is .env, so I can keep all the keys inside this particular file. Now the same thing you can do inside your collab as well. So once you will click on this one, this key option, so you will get the option for adding your keys. Okay, so just click on this key and this key icon, and then add your keys, the required key over here. Inside my local, I'm going to add the key. in my .env file. And here, guys, I'm going to add on the key inside the collab actually, inside this key section, inside the secret section, so that no one can get it, no one can take it. Okay, if you are ready, guys, then please give me a quick confirmation. I will start. Are we going good or not? Are you understanding everything? Tell me, guys, yes or no. If you're liking, then you can give me the quick thumbs up as well. Okay. So, guys, can we take a break, 2 minute of break, just a quick water break? If you will allow, then I will take 2 minute of break. Yes. Okay. So, wait, guys. Let's take 2 minute of break, a quick break. Okay, just a quick water break. What I can do, I can put a timer for the 2 minute. So, just a second. Yeah. So we'll start, guys, after 2 minutes. Thank you. Don't leave the session. Be here. I'll be starting. Okay. So, guys, I think we are back. Everyone is back. Please do let me know in the chat if you are back there. Can we start again? How we will come to the clarification whether the output is correct or not? Well, we'll see, Max, because it's all about the code. What kind of code and logic we are going to write. Are all the keys free to use? Do we need to use pay for them? No. We are not going to use any paid key over here. I'll be using all the free stuff. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to set up, uh, you have to install a couple of libraries. Let me give you those library. Okay, just a second. These are the library guys. The very first library which you need to install, that is LangGraph. So let me write over here LangGraph. Okay. I will come to the LangGraph or documentation again. Don't worry. I will show you the detail. I will give you the detailed walkthrough of that of this LangGraph documentation and the different concept of using the whatever concept actually they have explained. Okay, inside the LangGraph documentation. But there are so many things. Okay, you will get it, and even you can take a code from there itself, and you can like a practice. Okay, everything is possible. So this is the first thing, the LangGraph. Then you need to install this LangChain, guys. So let me write this LangChain. Then the next thing is going to be LangChain community. Okay, I can give you this as I don't worry, I will give you this entire code. First of all, guys, please try to write it from your end. Okay, or else let me paste this thing inside where inside the collab. So I think I already shared this collab notebook. You can take it from there. Okay, this name, and I'll be giving you the updated GitHub link also. So guys, this is my third library, LangChain community. Then what I can do, I can use some other libraries as well. So here, the next library is going to be LangChain Hub. Okay. So this 3 to 4 library is required. And for installing this requirement.txt, I simply need to write this pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay. So inside my fresh environment, inside my new environment, I'm installing all these packages. Now, guys, if you don't have these packages inside the collab, let's say if you are going to import this LangGraph and you are not able to do inside the inside your collab, you need to simply write pip install LangGraph. Okay, so this is the command which you need to write pip install, and you can mention all the names all together after writing the comma. If I'm not wrong, if this comma is not working, you can remove this as well. So I think so, like this it would be working. And there was one more library. The library name was LangChain Hub. Okay, this one. So I'm going to copy it and let me paste it over here. LangChain Hub, community, LangChain, and LangGraph. So tell me, guys, did you install this library? Yes or no? Did you install this library inside of your virtual environment? If you have installed, you can give me a quick confirmation. Tell me, guys, yes or no? Okay. So model wise, actually, we are going to use the Grok API. I can use the this one also, Google AI Studio. Google AI Studio actually provide you the Google Gemini access. Okay. But as of now, what I'm doing, I'm going to use this Grok API, which will give you the different access. Okay, the access of the different model. So here is our key. So here is my key for the Grok API. How many of you know how to set up this Grok API for the model? Tell me, guys. Do you know how to set up this Grok API for accessing the model? Why we use virtual environment? We use virtual environment so that we can segregate the project requirement. Okay, because one project requirement could be different from the other project. That's why we use the virtual environment. So here what I have the Grok API, Grok API key, and using this Grok API key, I can access a different model from the Grok itself. So once you will search about the Grok API key, okay, so see, open your Google and search Grok API key. So once you will search about the Grok API key, you will get this interface. Okay. Now here, create your API key, and if you want to check that what all model actually it is being provided, what all model actually is being provided by this Grok, so simply you can check out with the documentation. Once you will click with the documentation, Here you need to go ahead with this model section. So these are the model which has been provided by the Grok API. Okay, so you can access any sort of a model from here. So I'm using this Gima. It's a model from the Google, and it's an open source model. Either I can use the Llama or Gima. Both are fine. And yes, as of now, we are going to use this Gima for building our agents. Understood, guys? Tell me yes or no. So here is my key which I generated, and you need to generate it and you need to keep it with you. So I kept this key inside my env file, and if you are going to save it inside your collab, so you need to save it where you need to save it inside this particular section. Tell me, guys, is it clear to all of you? Yes or no? Tell me. If it's clear, I can proceed ahead. You can give me a quick confirmation inside the chat. Clear, guys? Yes or no? Why Grok Cloud? What is the benefit of it? Kichu is asking. So Kichu, what is a Grok Cloud? So Grok is giving. See, they what they did. They hosted some model on their cloud. Okay. So certain model they are giving you for the fee, and I don't know what is the paid plan of this Grok. So Grok actually it is for the faster inferencing. They have hosted the model in such a way that you can perform the faster inferencing. Inferencing is what prediction, right? And that's the beauty of the Grok as of now. Whatever I have seen and whatever I have felt, and I tested it with the different Hugging Face based model as well, and the output is quick. Like the output is very quick from the Grok API. Okay, from the Grok models. It is all about the hosting, that how you have hosted the model on your infrastructure. I think they have optimized the infrastructure in a pretty well mannered, and you will find out the integration with each and everything. So simply you can check out with the documentation. So I hope so, guys. This thing is clear now. What I have to do? So I have to select a kernel first. So this is my kernel, and here what I'm doing, I'm going to install one more thing. This is my IPYT kernel, IPY kernel, so that I can write a code inside my notebook, and this thing I can mention inside the requirement.txt as well, IPY kernel. Understood, guys? Tell me yes or no. Till here, everything is perfect. If yes, I can proceed ahead with the code writing. It is very simple, very easy. It is all about the system setup, I think, which you already know. As a Chris audience, I'm expecting to all of you because he has explained you everything over his YouTube channel. You can use Pydantic also. Yes, I can use a Pydantic for the. I will use a Pydantic. Okay. For the validation, guys, use the Pydantic, and it's a pretty amazing library. And I will show you the use of it. Don't worry. So tell me, guys, this session is worth. Are you enjoying this session? Can I know what we add in the .env apart from the Grok API key? Only the Grok API key. This one. Custom AI agents also we can bring. Grimmer, don't worry. We will talk about it. Okay. Okay, fine. So please do the setup, then we'll proceed further. And here I pasted my key. You need to generate your own key if you want to access the model. Got it? Guys, just give me a second. Wait. Okay, so sorry guys, I got a call. Fine. Now what I have to do here. So first of all, we need to check that whether we are able to import the LangGraph or not. Okay. So here I'm going to write from a LangGraph dot graph. Okay. So here is my graph, and what I'm doing, I'm going to be import this graph. Got it, guys? So let me import this particular class. The class name is what? Graph. So see guys, I'm able to import this graph class and you should be able to import it. Then you can write the further code. Okay. Now guys, see, after importing it, first of all, I need to check out with my model as well, that whether I'm able to import the model or not, whether I'm able to use it or not. Okay. So for the model, just a second, let me load the model. And here, just a second. I'll be using this Grok model only. If you want to use any sort of a model, you can use. But this is a free. That's why I'm using this Grok. So guys, for importing the model from the Grok, what you have to do, you have to use this LangChain. So I'm writing here LangChain Grok. Okay, LangChain Grok. LangChain underscore Grok. Okay, GROQ. And what I'm doing, I'm going to import this chat grok. Okay, chat grok. So this is what guys, this is my class which is required for what, which is required for loading the model. So once I will run it guys, here you will be able to find out I don't have this particular model. Okay, it is saying langchain grok is not there. So if it is not there, what I have to do, tell me, I have to install it. So here I am mentioning this thing inside the record.txt, as well as I'm installing it through the command prompt also. So pip install langchain grok. Okay, so it will take a time, and now see, I am able to install it. Now, if I will run it, so yes, I will be able to import this particular class. The class name is what? Chat grok. Understood, guys? Tell me yes or no. Now, what I can do, I can create an object of this chat grok, and here inside this chat grok, okay, inside this class, I can write any sort of a name. So I already shown you we have a various model. So if you will go and check with the model section, you will find out the different model. Now whatever model you want to read, what you have to do, just need to pick that ID. Okay, let's say if I want to read this llama, I told you I want to use the Jima. No, but I changed my mode. I want to use this llama. And guys, see, first of all, you will have to make a proper comparison with that before using any sort of a LLM. You cannot use any LLM directly. Okay, if you are working to the production, if you are working into the real time, you will have to do lots and lots of back and forth. You will have to go through the research paper, and according to your requirement only, you gonna decide the model. Okay, so while choosing the model, be careful, try to be focused on your requirement, try to be focused on your problem statement, and based on that, select the model. So here I don't have as such requirement, so I can use any sort of a model. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to take this name, Llama 70B 8192. Okay, 70B actually it is representing to the parameter. So how many parameters there inside this particular model? We have 70 billion parameter. What I will be doing, I'll be keeping it inside the double quote, and I'm going to load this particular model. So this is going to become my LLM, and what I can do, I can load it. So just a second, let me write the model over here, this particular parameter, and I hope so this LLM is working fine. So LLM dot invoke, and see guys, here I'm writing my message, hi, how are you? It is just a testing message whether it is working fine or not, and you will find out this. See, it is giving me answer. So if you want to take a message, simply you need to call this contact on top of it, and see guys, you will be getting your answer. Are you able to read the model? Yes or no? Are you able to read this model from the Grok? And this particular model is completely free because you are going to read it from the Grok, and Grok is giving you the free access of the model. And what is the benefit of using Grok? because it is giving you the faster inferencing. Okay, I hope so. This is clear. You can let me know inside the chat so that I can proceed further. Tell me, guys, fast. Yes or no? Are you able to import it? I'm giving you 1 minute of time. Please do let me know in the chat. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So I will end the session by 9:30. Don't worry, within 10 minutes. So after doing this entire setup and all, and rest of the thing we'll try to understand in the upcoming session. Okay, inside the next session. And for the detailed understanding and for the detailed introduction, you can check out with my YouTube channel as well. There I already created a couple of tutorial with respect to this like graph, rag, and all. You will get a better understanding. Okay. Show in a collab. In the collab also it would be same. AM. Okay, just need to read the key, and after reading the key, this particular key, see this is the code. You need to read a key, load the key, and then you can access. Understood? Good. My channel name with the same name, Sunny Savitha. Okay. So fine. Now what we can do, guys, here we can write a further code. So my further code is going to be very interesting. Now please try to focus. And here in my further code, first of all, what I will do, see, I'll be like writing one function. Okay. So my function name is going to be what? My function name is going to be LLM, or simply let me write the function one itself. This function one. Function one. Okay, now this function one, what it will do, it will take an input, and after taking an input, what it will do, you know, guys, after taking an input, it will try to generate an answer from the LLM. Okay, so for that, what is required? Tell me, guys. For that, actually, we require this LLM, which I am putting inside this particular function, and along with it, we require this LLM call as well. So here this content actually I'm going to keep inside the response variable. Okay. And then what I'm doing, I'm going to return the response. So this is my simple code, guys. Did you understand this code? And don't worry, from next class onwards, like whenever I'm taking, I'll be like giving you one GitHub link. From there itself, you can take the entire code. Okay. Great. Where we can see the available models. So you can check out with the documentation of the Grok. So just check out with the Grok, the website of the Grok. You will get the complete information over there. So here what I have the function one. Okay, to this function one, whatever input I'll be passing, I'll be getting the reply of that particular input. So see, I'm saying hi, and it is giving me answer. Okay, as simple as that. That's it. Now what I'm doing, guys, here, I'm going to create one more function. Okay, and this particular function, what it's trying to do, you know, this particular function actually, the name of this function is function two. Now whatever input actually I'll be getting, like from this function one, I'll be passing this to function two. Okay, so here again I'm passing the input, and now let me do one thing. Let me write one method, okay, on top of this input. This input is nothing, it's a string, right? So I can simply call the string method on top of this input. And what I will do, I will be keeping inside the variable. So this is what, this is my upper string, okay? Upper string or upper output, upper like a response, right? Whatever it could be. So here what I'm doing, I'm just going to be return this particular upper string. Understood, guys? Tell me. These two functions are very basic function. Why I written it? So that I can introduce the functionality of the LangGraph, right? Step by step, one by one, we'll be going ahead. And don't worry, by end of the session, you will be able to understand the working of the LangGraph. Okay. Now, what I have to do, guys, here actually, I have to create an object of this particular class. What is my class name? So my class name is the graph. So I'm just going to be take this name, okay, graph, and here I'm going to create an object of it. So my object name is going to be workflow. Okay, so this is the object name. Now to this object actually I can add on multiple things, right? So here I can add on the nodes. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm going to add the nodes. Now what I can do, I can add the edges also. Okay, so one more thing guys which I can add on over here, add the edges. So here is what, here is my edges, right? So nodes, edges, everything I'm going to be add. But guys, you will be surprising that what is the meaning of this edge. Okay, what is the meaning of this node? So don't worry, everything I will try to clarify over here. Now what I can do guys, after adding this edges and node, what I can do, I can compile this workflow. so once I will compile this workflow, okay, after compiling this workflow, what I'll be getting, I'll be getting my final graph, okay, final graph. And here, this is going to be my application. Okay, now what I can do, I can invoke this particular application, and this is representing to my workflow. As of now, we are just going to be create a simple workflow. Okay, simple workflow. So this is a LangGraph workflow, guys. Okay, this is the LangGraph workflow. Here I created function one. Here I created function two. Here I created a graph. Inside the graph, I added edges, nodes, and here I compiled this graph, and I'm invoking this particular graph. So tell me, guys, till here everything is perfect, everything is clear. Just tell me based on this code, because I haven't explained you the context. I'm just asking based on this particular code, because I need to explain you a couple of more things with respect to the line graph. Then only you will be able to understand this entire flow. Yes or no? Tell me. If it is clear, you can tell me. You can mention inside the chat. I'll be going with a further concept. But tell me, is it clear to all of you? Function one, function two. This is my workflow, and here is my invoke method. Research paper, for the research paper we have papers with code. Okay, we have archive, right? We have IEEE, we have researchgate, website from the academia, right? And different website from the different organization. You might get a research paper over there. But which website I use the research, this one, papers with code. I use the archive there. Actually, I try to I find each and every updated research paper. Got it? But where you are calling this function, that's a like point, right? That's a point which we need to understand with respect to this line graph. So I hope so this thing is pretty much clear. Now what I will do, so I'll be explaining the concept over here, the concept of the line graph, and then we'll move forward. So whenever guys I talked about the line graph, so this line graph, it gives you two classes. The first class is called the graph, okay, and the second class is called the state graph. This graph actually it is for implementing the basic graph, and as of now whatever graph I created using this uh, basic graph class. Going forward, I'll be showing you this state graph. This state graph, why we use this state graph? This state graph we use for sustaining the state, okay? State of the conversation. State of the conversation, okay? So I'll be showing you what is the meaning of this state graph. As of now, you can understand we are just going to be maintain the state of the conversation, right? Whatever message is going to flow throughout the workflow, right? We are going to maintain that state. So, guys, here you will be surprising that this graph actually it is nothing. This graph are the same graph which we usually learn, okay, which we used to learn. The graph basically it has been created with these two concepts. The concept name is node and the edges, okay, edges. And here guys, this node and edges, this node actually it is representing to the function. Whatever function we are going to write, right? Whatever function we are going to write, it is being represented by this node, right? So I written this function one. So this function one eventually will become this node, okay? This function two, it will also a node, okay? So what I can do as a node, I can represent, okay, as a node, what I can do, I can represent my functions. So just a second, let me do one thing. Let me write node over here. I think so it is clear. So what I'm doing here, I'm inside wherever actually we have this node, right? I'll be writing a function. Means inside this particular node, I'm giving the function name. So this is my node one. Okay, and this is representing to the function one, and here is what, here is my node 2. This is also my function, this is my function 2, right? I can give any custom name to the function. So as of now I'm writing a same name, but later on I will show you we can write a custom name also. Okay, we can give any sort of a name to this function. So it's my function 1, and here is what, here is my function 2. Understood, guys? Tell me. So this node is nothing, it's a function. Now what is the ages? Ages is nothing, it's a relationship. Okay, so whenever we are talking about the ages, so this ages actually, it is representing to the relation. Relation means how this node is going to be connect to each other, what we are passing from one node to second node, right? I can explain you with a very basic example. Let's say here you have the function 1. So let me write the function 1 over here, function 1. Okay, and here what I have, let's say this is my function 2. So this function 1 is nothing, it's a node 1, and this function 2, this is nothing, it's a node 2. Okay, function 2. So this is the node 1. Okay, I am writing node 1, and here is node 2. So this function 1 and function 2 will be connected to each other with some relation. Okay, with some relation. As of now, what kind of relation we have? We don't have as such like any specific relation, right? Whatever input we are getting from here, so we are passing the input to the and one. So we are passing an input to the N1. And from this particular function, we are generating an output. Okay. So whatever output we are generating from this N1. So this particular output is will become input to this N2, to my node 2. Okay. And after the entire processing and all, we'll be getting the output. So this is the flow, right? So if you will ask to me, Sunny, what is a LangGraph? So LangGraph is nothing, it's just an orchestration framework. Okay. So as I told you, inside the agent, what we were trying to do, tell me. Inside the agent, actually, we are trying to create a different pattern, right? We are trying to create a different pattern. Yes or no? I think in the starting itself, I have explained you this concept. So guys, this LangGraph actually it is trying to help us for creating a different pattern. It's a orchestration framework, right? Where actually we can code a different functionality in terms of different function, and we can connect those functions to each other. And which concept we are using over here? We are using the graph concept over here. Graph. Okay, we are using the graph data structure over here, right? So I told you that this agent is, I explained you one pattern. Okay, just now I explained this React pattern. Inside the React pattern, what we are doing between this input and the output, we were having the different functionality, right? So first we were passing the input, then we were thinking about it, right? After that, we were calling the tool. So tool calling was there. Then we were having the observation. If this thing is not working fine, again, we are going back to this thought, observation and all. And finally, we were generating the answer. So this is what? So here in the center, we were having the LLM, right? And we were creating a kind of pattern, right? We were creating a kind of pattern using this LLM. We are giving the more power to the LLM so that it can think something, it can take a decision, it can working on a co-pilot mode. Okay, so using this LangGraph, what we are trying to do, we are trying to create a different functionality in terms of node. Okay, and we are trying to connect those functionality to each other. So in short, what is a LangGraph? LangGraph is nothing, it's a orchestration framework where we can create a different pattern, different custom pattern, right? Different custom pattern using what? Using the function. Understood, guys? Tell me yes or no. Is it getting clear to all of you? What is a LangGraph? So here I shown you the very basic. Here I shown you the very basic connectivity, very basic level of orchestration. Means how this function one is going to be connect to this function two without any sort of a relation. We are just whatever input we are getting or whatever output we are getting from the function one, we are directly passing to the function two. Okay, and based on that, we are going to generate an answer. But guys, suppose over here, if I want to implement this React agent, okay, so can I not code this functionality, this thought of action, observation in the form of different function? Tell me yes or no. I think we can do it. We can write a code related to this thought, related to this action, observation inside a different function, and we can connect to each other, right? So we can do orchestration of this each and every step, and for this we are using the LangGraph. So LangGraph is not a special thing. It's not a very like unique or the very like rocket science kind of stuff. It is a simple orchestration framework. With that, actually, we are going to create a different agentic pattern, and this gives us a low-level authority to us, where I can customize the functionality, where I can add as many as functionality. We can do a lots of things, right? So if you will go through with the LangGraph documentation, and if you will read that, you will get a more clarity. So LangGraph is a library. So just read this particular line. LangGraph is a library for building a stateful multi-actor application with the LLM. So in the center, what you will find out in the center, actually, you will find out the LLM. Using that particular LLM, you are going to create an agent and a multi-agent. Multi-agent is not a, again, it's not a rocket science. Multi-agent means one single agent means you are going to create like more than one functionality over there. Okay, agent means basic agent with a simple functionality. Multi-agent means multiple functionality. Okay, it's going to be a little complex in terms of coding and all, because it is having a multiple functionality. That's it. Okay. Now, whenever we talk about this LangGraph, why it is useful, why it is popular, because here we have cycle. What is the meaning of cycle? Cycle is very, very simple. Let's say you are going from function 1 to function 2, from node 1 to node 2. Let's say if you want to go from node 2 to node 1 again, can you do it? It is very much required. While we are going to create a different pattern, agentic pattern. Yes, this is possible using the Lang graph, guys. And that's why, guys, Lang graph is very powerful and very useful. Okay, you can create a cycle. You can create a direct cyclic graph over here, not a DAG, direct acyclic graph. Here you can create a direct cyclic graph. You can create a cycle between the function. I think you are able to understand it. Now, controllability, if you have like a low level if you can write a code from scratch, then you have a more controllability. You have a persistent, right? It's a more robust. LangGraph allow to define flow, involves cycle, essential for more agentic architecture, differentiate it from the DAG means what? The DAG, actually, we can only travel into the single direction, but here we can make as many as connection. Okay, we can make a cyclic connection. Cyclic connection means what? We are going in this particular direction, and then again we can move from this direction to this direction. Means whatever output, let's say here, what I have my LLM. Okay, I can give you very basic example. Inside the function one, what we have a LLM. Using this LLM, we are going to generate some output. Now, this output we are passing to this function. Okay, this function to where I'm going to perform the uppercase. Now, what I want to do after the uppercase, I want to refine the output using this LLM. So this output, this generated output, again I can pass it to the LLM. Getting my point? And then again I can generate something from there, and I can get my output. So I can create a cycle. I can create a cycle, and that's a very robust feature of the LangGraph. Okay, you can go ahead and check out with this like documentation. It is having many more things. So today, guys, what I shown you the simple. Today, I shown you the simple workflow, like how basically we can create a workflow, and what is the meaning of the agent, assistant, and all everything. So what we are going to do here. So first of all, let me show you how basically I'll be getting the output if I'm passing something inside my invoke method. So here's my function one, which is having LLM. Here is my function two, which is having a simple functionality. Now I'm going to connect this two functionality over here. So first of all, guys, let me create a nodes. So here is my node. Okay. Now I'll be creating my edges. So inside the edges, from function one to function two, I'm going to make a connectivity. So I have a function one, and then I have this function two. So I'm going to make a connectivity from this function one to function two. So this is my edge only, right? And let me do it. This is fine. Now we have certain function as well. I can introduce those as well. So I can define the entry point and the exit point. So here I'm going to write the set entry point. So my entry point is going to be function one. Okay. So here this is going to be my function one, this one. And my exit point is going to be what? My exit point is going to be function two, means my output. Entry means from where actually we are passing the input, and exit means where actually I am getting my output. So input and output. So what I can do, I can define my exit point as well. So here, guys, what I can do. I can define my exit point. So simply I need to write set finish point, set finish point. This function actually you will get it once you will create an object of it. And here is what? Here is my function 2. So this function 2 actually is going to be my finish point because here I need to end my workflow. As simple as that, guys. Okay. So see, this is what this is my nodes. Here is the edges. One first function is going to be connect to the next function. Here is my entry point. Here is my finish point. Okay. Here I'm going to add my process. Now, if I want to visualize this entire process, so for that I simply need to compile it. Okay. Once I will compile it, I can visualize my entire process. Okay. So for visualization, what is required? I required this particular code, right? So my code name is what? My code name is, sorry, my class name is what? Display, which I'm going to import from the IPython. Okay. So here is what, here's my display. Now, once I will get pass this app to this one, so you will be able to find out this graph. I'm starting, then function one, then function two, and here I'm going to add the process, right? Now, let's say, guys, if I want to write any custom name to this function one, so can I do it? Yes, definitely, I can do it. I can write LLM to this function one, and here I can write what I can do, guys. I can write upper string, okay, upper string. So this is my function two. This is my function one, and here is what. Okay, just a second. Let me add this node. You see, it is fine. And here's my edges. This is my entry point. This is my exit point. Here is a compile, and this is what. This is my uh, just a second. Let me do one thing. Let me run it from starting. Function one is fine. This is clear. This is clear. Okay, this is fine. Workflow clear. Okay, great. This is perfect. And yes, now perfect. Found is okay. Fine, guys. I'm doing one mistake. Sorry. It's my bad. It's my bad. It's a name. I need to pass the name. Yes, I got it now. So here is my LLM, then upper string, and this is my entry point. This is my entry point LLM, and here is my exit point. Okay, this is my exit point. I think so. Now it will work fine. Sorry, it was my mistake. And here, this is perfect. This is perfect. And yes, now guys, if I will show you, see, we have a custom name. So what we are doing here, we are passing input to this function, LLM function. We are doing the upper string, okay, we are converting it to the upper string, and then finally we are getting output. Now let's say if I want to go back to my LLM, okay, so what I will do here, I will add one more edge, okay, here. What I will be doing from upper edge to LLM. Now let me do with this thing. So sorry, from upper string to the LLM, I'll be adding one more edge. Okay, just a second. It is just to showcase you. In the next class, I'll be showing you the more functionality around to this thing. So LLM, and this is fine. So just a second. Let me again create object. Node is perfect. This is fine. Now this is my set point. I think this is perfect. I no need to do the finish point. This is not required over here. Or simply I can call this LLM only. So, just a second, guys. I think so. It won't be required. Okay, graph is here. This is my two function, and this is my edges. Okay, sorry. Yeah, this is my edges, and here is my entry point. LLM is my entry point, and now let me compile it, and then let me show you. So guys, here you will find out, see, we have a start point. We are passing our input to the LLM. We are going to the upper string. Now, whatever thing we are going to generate from the upper string, again, we can pass it to the LLM. Getting my point? Yes or no? So this type of loop you can create, this type of pattern you can create, which is very much required for creating the agents. Because agents is all about creating a pattern. It is all about to give a power to the LLM, how LLM can think in a multiple ways. That's the meaning of agent. Okay, I think you know about the agent in our real life, right? So we have a agent like policy agent, right? We generally purchase a policy from those agents. So what they are doing, those agents actually they are contacting to the specific organization and behalf of the information, okay, whatever information they are collecting regarding those policy and all, they are passing to us as output. Getting my point? So this LLM is the same. This LLM actually now working as an agent. What they are doing, they are connecting to some specific sources, based on the given instruction. They are collecting your information from there and they are giving you to back as an output. And that's the meaning of agent, right? And we can create as much as complex pattern over here. We can create a simple agentic pattern, we can create a complex agentic pattern, multi-agentic pattern, and that's a simple fundamental thing. So let me do one thing. Let me show you the final output. Here I'm not going to create this loop as of now. Let me remove it. And I hope so guys, you are enjoying this session. So this is fine. My graph is perfect. Here is my LLM upper string. Now this is the edge. Here is my set entry point. Here is my set finish point. There I will be getting the output. Now let me do one thing. This is the what? This is the upper string. So here is what? Here is my upper string. Okay, perfect. Now let me compile it and see this is my workflow. Now whatever I will be passing to this invoke method, I will be getting into the uppercase. See guys, I'm getting or not. Let me pass few more instructions. So here I can pass the instruction. Hi, can you give me a output of this sentence in Hindi? So my sentence is going to be what? My sentence is going to be, my name is Sunny Savitha. Okay. So this is my instruction which I'm passing. Okay. So Hindi will not be required. What I can do? Hindi actually we cannot convert into the uppercase, right? It's a logical question. So okay, let's change the question. Just a second. Hi. Can you tell me about the first Prime Minister of India? Okay, I just changed the question. Though that question I will explain in the later class. Okay, I had in my mind, so that's why I written. But see, this is the complete answer, and it is an uppercase. So using LangGraph, we are able to do our orchestration. We are able to create a pattern. Okay, and I hope so, guys. This fundamental thing is clear. Now, in the next class, we'll try to understand about the state graph. We'll try to create more complex pattern and different pattern, different such paper. I will try to show you, right? So tell me, guys, how's the session? Did you understand everything, whatever I have explained you over here? Yes or no? The session was worth or not? You can do a kickstart. You can start your agentic journey from here. You can understand about the agents and all. Why? But why did LLM give a non-relevant answer? Because it is not having that information. LLM also is a mathematical model now, which we are training on some data. Okay, maybe we haven't trained on the recent data, the latest data, or maybe like we are asking some complex question, it is not able to identify the context of it. That could be the reason. Yeah. Function for reasoning and instruction. So nicer and furthermore, you can arrange a session how we can start freelancing, how to communicate with the client and all. Yes, there are those things I can do, but no, I don't have any issue. Please show the code. This is the code. So did you like? Yes or no? Ask a different question. Give me the question. I will ask that question. Whatever question you will pass to me, I will write it over here. It was a great. It was worth. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Without LangGraph, we can invoke the function programmatically also, right? Yes, you can write your own logic. But again, this LangGraph, as of now, you are thinking it is not a useful. But as our pattern functionality is going to be more complex, you will understand it. Because in the agents, we required many more things for building agents. So where you will get that, you will get everything inside the LangChain documentation. So do one thing, just go through with these tutorials, how to guide, conceptual guide. You will get that. Again, in the conceptual guide, you will find out many more things, tool calling, memory, planning, right? Because whenever we are going to create a real-time system, we require a lot of things, right? Uh, it's not a simple process like this. This is just to understand the flow. But whenever we create a system in a real time, we require lots and lots of things, lots and lots of like pattern functionality and all. Okay. So using this LangGraph, actually, we can implement those functionality like the parallel execution, recursion kind of functionality. Okay, we can create a multi-threading and all. And this is the advanced functionality, I would say, but here you will find out the basic one as well. If you want to quickly start your LangGraph, you can go ahead with check with this code, right? And see chatbots and all, everything they have given you, different rag of pattern. Means inside the rag also you can append the different pattern. What I will do, I will explain you this agentic rag. I already uploaded one video on my YouTube channel, Collective Rag. You can go and check out, right? Self-rag, SQL agent also I will try to create. See multi-agentic system like network, supervisor, hierarchical, planning agents. So as many as functions we can create, it is up to you and me how we are using our brain for writing a code. It is all about to writing a pattern, to writing a code, and to give a more power to the LLM. Okay, and that's the meaning of agent. Agent means which can bring something from somewhere and give you the reliable output. That's the meaning of agent. That's it. Yeah, we'll discuss sort of as we'll progress now. Then you will understand. Okay. You will be informed wherever we have a next session. I just did it because I was having like I work with the agents, I know agents, and we'll schedule the next session soon. You will get the notification, so you can check out regularly with this live section, or you can subscribe the channel. You can press the bell icon, so you will get a notification. Okay. So tell me, guys, do you enjoy this session? Do you love it? If you love it, then give me a quick thumbs up so that we can end it peacefully. What is a LLM fine tuning in this context? LLM fine tuning is a retraining of the model on the required problem, on the specific problem. Okay, where we are going to retrain our weights and biases. Pintu Yadav, got it? You will get that. Pintu, oh, will let you know when we have a next session. So perfect. In the next class, we'll try to start from here itself, and we'll let you know when we have a next session. Soon we'll talk about it. So soon we'll announce that. Okay, and until you can practice, you can rewatch this session if you are beginner. If you are a pro, then you can wait for the upcoming session for the better application and all. Okay, but guys, please make a habit to explore something from your end as well, because mentor, teacher can just give you the direction. Rest of the thing, rest 50% thing, you have to do it from your end only. So take a direction from the mentor, understand the concept, and then practice from your end. Because now you are on that stage where you can understand everything, right? You are not a kid, you are not in the college where you require proper hand holding and all. Okay, you are into the corporate, you are into the job. Okay, you are a mature guys, right? Everyone, whoever is attending this session. So I would suggest to everyone, please explore something from your end as well. Our guidance will be with you, right? Will let you know what is coming next and how we have to go through with that, how we have to create an application, what is the use of it in the industry, because we are from the industry, okay, and we know about those things. So fine, thank you guys. We'll meet you in the next session. Until thank you, bye bye, take care. Uh, have a great day ahead. Good night. If you haven't followed me on my LinkedIn, you can check out with my LinkedIn. You can check out with my YouTube as well. Until thank you, bye bye, guys. I will meet you in the next session. And all the notes and all everything you will get inside the description of this video. And I will share with the Chris sir, so he will give you the link inside the description. Okay, great. Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.